7th Standard presents a English project on the ashes that made the trees bloom. 200 years ago in Japan, in the good old days of daimyos, there lived an old couple whose only pet was a little dog. Having no children, they loved it as though it were their own child. The old man, being a rice farmer, went daily with hoe and spade into the fields. Every day, the dog followed him to work, never harming the birds who also followed them. But one day, the dog began to act very strangely.
What's wrong with you? What do you want? What's under the tree?
The farmer began to dig where the dog was scratching, and lo, a heap of gold appeared.
Oh, gold!
Thus, in an hour, the old couple were made rich. The good souls bought a piece of land, made a feast for their friends, and gave plentifully to their poor neighbors. As for the dog, he was very happy. But soon, the jealous and wicked neighbors of the old couple began to make a plan for how they could get rich too.
If we bring the dog here, he will show us some gold too. Good idea! I will lure him here with snacks and sweets. Look, he has led us to something. Surely we will be rich now. Dig, dig.
They tried to lure the dog into their garden to find a treasure too, but all they got was a dead kitten.
A dead kitten. So this is the blessing you give us?
The wicked man and his wicked wife were so enraged that they killed the poor dog. Their neighbor was beside himself with sorrow. He buried the dog's body under a tree and gave prayers for him. But that night, the dog came to him in a dream and told him,
Master, do not be sad. You have always loved me. Cut down the pine tree over my grave and make from it a mortar for your rice pastry and a mill for your bean sauce.
So the old man chopped down the tree and with great labor, he and his wife made a mortar and a long-handled hammer of wood that is used for pounding rice. When New Year's time drew near, he wished to make some rice pastry. And when the rice was boiled, his good wife put it into the mortar, and lo, the whole mass turned into a heap of gold coins. And when the old woman took the hand mill, gold dropped like rain. But the wicked man and his wicked wife were watching, and they thought they too could get gold with the mill and mortar.
See how they get more gold. If we take the mill and water, we can be rich too.
Good afternoon.
We wish to borrow your mill and mortar, for it is newest time, and we have none of our own to make pastry with.
You are welcome to borrow it.
Oh, worms! Throw it in the fire. Get rid of it forever.
And so they destroyed the mill and mortar too, and it became a pile of ashes. That night, the dog appeared in the man's dream again and told him to collect the ashes of the mill and mortar.
Do not be sad. Take the ashes from the mill and mortar and sprinkle them on a withered cherry tree.
That week, the village was being visited by the Daimyo, the well-respected and loved landlord. The villagers were busy with preparations for his visit. In those days, it was considered disrespectful for any person to look down on the Daimyo from above, so they always knelt when his train drew near. But the good farmer was silently climbing into a withered cherry tree, waiting for the daimyo to come. When the daimyo passed under him, the good farmer took out his ashes and threw them into the cherry tree, which burst into bloom. The daimyo was so pleased with this that he gave ample gift to him and his good wife of robes and silks and jewels.
I am well pleased with you. You and your good wife may please come and visit me in my castle.
It would be my honor.
And so, for the third time, the couple became rich and were rewarded, for they were good at heart. Wicked man tried to throw ashes on a withered tree too, and how much coughing and sneezing there was. And for the third time, the wicked old couple tried to obtain a reward but only received suffering as a result, for they were wicked at heart. Let us always remember this lesson, that it was not the dog, the tree, or the ashes, which are gross matter, that brought blessings or curses into the lives of these people. It was the quality of their thoughts and emotions, positive and negative, which brought blessings and curses to them. Oh friends, be good at heart and you will receive good from the world. The end.